Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for July 3rd, 2021, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. You don't need a sorcerer to cast a spell over yourself by saying, "This is how I am, and I can do nothing about it." Elaine. We are free to leave this experience called suffering at any moment. We already have an out-of-jail pass. We just forgot how to use it. The key to opening this magical door is learning how to surrender to the source of who you are. How to do this. First, drop these ridiculous beliefs and judgments about who you think you are and what you believe your life should be. We are either choosing the path of ego or surrender. It's always one or the other. Ego or surrender. If you choose surrender, there will be a deep oceanic experience of life bubbling up naturally within our being. This oceanic experience is utter bliss, and it's awaiting us right now. It is found through a deep trust in the perfection of everything that is showing up in our lives. This universe is too intelligent to make mistakes. We are not a mistake. We come from the divine, perfection of everything that is showing up in our lives. God is our origin. So give up this selfish game of judgment and recognize your divinity. It's the polar opposite of your humanity. You never have to fight your way through any experience in this life. The opportunity is always there for you to surrender to Source. You can give up this inner battle and just holler out a big yes to life and be free from attachment to solving your problems. You don't have to fix yourself or solve any problems in this world. These problems are creations of our minds and just opportunities for a deeper spiritual awakening. There are situations that our soul is designed for. We get to let go of our ego on a deeper level and melt more completely into this divine existence. Each of us has a new awareness already breathing inside of us now. Your life is already amazing, and it becomes even more powerful when you learn the fine art of giving the steering wheel over to God. Explore a different kind of life that is beyond the countless have-tos, need-tos, shoulds that have been drowning us all. This world is just waiting for us to fully enjoy it now. We are an infinite ocean of consciousness, an immortal being who knows no boundary or limitation. Surrender to that and understand that your main job is to enjoy it. It's not such a long journey home. Many of life's circumstances are created by three basic choices: the disciplines you choose to keep, the people you choose to be with, and the laws you choose to obey. Charles Miller. Now, you can instantly start improving your ability to respond to life with real joy, gratitude, by simply remembering one thing. You were born from an orgasm. You are supposed to be full of laughter, love, and a fun, sweet, spunky pizzazz. This energy is at the core of each and every one of us. It is us. The essential essence inside us. Discovering it is the answer to our life's greatest problem. Make this choice right now to embrace your orgasmic nature. If you want real transformation, always choose to be free from others' opinions of you. Be free from your opinions of you. And be free from God's opinions of you. If you thought he could have one. Opinions are limiting ideas that try to define who we are and are heavy burdens to carry. Just imagine that we waved a magic wand over our head and voila, you are free to be anyone you want to be and can change at any moment. Remember, your life is short and so very precious. Do not waste it on trivial matters. Take this time in your life to jump into what is the most important thing to you. And go do it now. If you were going to die in your sleep at the end of this week, what would you be doing with your life right now? Perhaps you would fully open your heart. Tell the people you care about exactly how much you truly love them. Make the choice to step out of your comfort zone. Take the risk to be real. Speak from your heart in every moment and see what happens. There is no limit to what you can manifest when you are free from the mind and aligned with the highest divinity inside of you, the God. How will you know when you are truly free from your mind? Everything you take on will feel as light as a feather. Every challenging person from your past will be an exciting opportunity for you to become a more loving, compassionate, and enlightened being. You are free to open and venture through that lighter life door today. It's the same door that opens your heart and soul to pure love. It's the door to your heart and to inner peace, abundance, and freedom. These are choices in consciousness and are always there. Any belief that says it is not your inherent nature or thinks life is hard is your ego making up yet another big lie. When we feel stuck, going nowhere, even starting to slip backward, we may actually be backing up to get a running start. Dan Millman. You can free your mind from these overly protective, doubting saboteur voices by seeing how they are all just half-truths and represent only one side of the coin. There is another side. When you feel stuck in this life, always, always, always ask yourself, what is the other side of the coin? Your mind has the miraculous power within it to find peace, balance, and equanimity. Once you master your mind, you'll see this universe is the most loving, magical place to live. You will experience the highest state of consciousness the instant you have permanent reverence for this amazing, intelligent universe. Right now is the only time that there is to experience this joy, this awe, devotion, and freedom. This moment always contains this divine opportunity. It is not found in the future. It is only in this moment. So be here now. Choose to be liberated from the drama your mind has been creating, and just start saying to yourself, from now on, I choose to be free from whatever, XYZ. Your life is about letting go of the heavy karma you carry, and being lighter is the highest responsibility you can take on for your life. After you have some distance from the judgmental mind, then see what is left in that empty space. Find a space in your mind that is void of judgment. You can move through any stuck, painful, or imprisoned feeling that arises by dropping this clinging habit of the mind and giving your whole life over to pure surrender. Surrender to the great universe, the universal existence. And we can relax. We can relax about everything. And it's okay to have a good time and finally let your hair down. Love will spontaneously find us again and again. The moment we let go of every little thought the mind is trying to cling to, once you notice the mind is dwelling on some thought, just drop it as if it were a burning red coal in your hand. This is a mental exercise and will help to release how easy and often you get lost in thought. There is actually a very sensual, exhilarating experience you'll get from letting go of the relentless mind chatter. It's the greatest feeling and blissful state you can imagine. All journeys are outward journeys. There is no inward journey. How can you turn inwards? You are already there. There is no point in going. When going stops, journeying disappears. When desiring is no more clouding the mind, you are in Osho. You'll never discover freedom by clinging on to any thought. It's simply a habit of the mind to cling. Drop the clinging game completely. Just let go into this easy, effortless abyss of pure consciousness. You don't have to do anything to be free. Real freedom is not a thought. It is your essential nature. Just step back and witness the mind, and you'll see how these thoughts of what you think you need to do to become free suddenly let go of you. The key is to trust in life, in this life. Surrender everything over to existence. Let the universe handle all the details. This moment of your life is exactly as it needs to be. Trust that as if your life depends on it, because it does. Once you are free from your beliefs about how life should be and accept what is, the happiness river starts flowing through you again. It's that easy. Who says that transcending years of struggle, emotional pain, and personal suffering has to be hard? Don't listen too much to this logical, analytical mind. What if your life on earth is meant to be much easier and simpler than you've made it out to be? You can change any negative attitude completely in a few minutes. Just ask the universe with all your heart for what you want, and then listen. You can be patient and experience a deeper trust inside. You can believe that you are divinely guided by the highest intelligence, love, and power all the time. Each day you accept that this awesome power is in all things, including you. It starts showing you the way home to being truly free. And just say yes to being guided. You can take a deep breath, relax now. It is through relaxation that you'll find the truth within yourself and discover the sweet angelic presence that has been with you all along. It's not what you look at that matters. It's what you see. Henry David Thoreau. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I am sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do, relax your body. Head to toe, inside and out. All the things that you are holding or gripping, fear, anger, hatred, depression, anxiety, stress, they serve, and you know that they don't serve you the greater good. So you don't need to carry them. Why would you carry them? They're full of suffering and pain. So you eliminate them. And you drop them off. They fall away. It's just like the hot air balloon. In order to eliminate all of these attachments that you have attracted to yourself, you just visualize the fact that you're in a hot air balloon in a basket, and you got all these sandbags sitting there on the floor of the basket. Now those are all of your worries, stresses, fears, and anxieties. And they weigh you down to the point where you cannot fly. You cannot rise. So you make a choice. Are they serving any purpose? No. Are they serving greater good? No. So you take those sandbags and you dump them outside the basket, and then the balloon goes up. The more you dump out, the higher you get. The more you can see. This helps the body to completely relax. Naturally. The body will relax. And this is a stepping stone into the God that you are. So once the body relaxes, you move into the now. And what exactly is the now? Space between heartbeats. It is the moment to moment. It's whatever you're focused on, you're focused on. That's it. Could be scratching your head, but that's the moment. And by being in the now, your gratitude and love increase exponentially. All the chatter, tens of millions of thoughts, all programs, floating by us, clouds in the sky. And it takes focus to stay in the now. Because we're really not, none of us are used to staying in the now. None of us are. And another thing, the now, you still the mind and you still the ego and you still the subconscious mind. And you're able to see them, not be in them, because they make horrible masters and really good servants. This is how you master the ego mind. You step outside of them by moving into the now. And we have the past and we have the future. The past is dead. It is not the now. It is long ago. The future isn't there yet because you haven't created it through the heart mind. Some of us will go into that past, and memories are great because we all have them, we entertain them, and things will spark them as far as us having remembering certain things that were fun, enjoyable. We don't usually visit the other side, the negative things that we've experienced. So you still, the ego mind, the chatter, the tens of millions of thoughts are not there. You're only in the now. And the past, those who go into the past, stay there too long. They drag the past into a future that doesn't exist. They create that future from that past, and they relive that past in that future. This is why a lot of people, they say, well, we seem to end up in the same place no matter what we do, and that's why. Now, the future isn't there because we haven't created it in the now yet. So some of us will wander into a future that doesn't exist, and we'll ask ourselves all kinds of questions. Why hasn't this happened for me? And when am I going to have this? And when is this going to be done? And, And it gets frustrating because there's attachments and expectations in there. So then that causes us to get irritated, and we lower our vibrational frequency and it starts all over again. So as you're relaxed in the body, and you can look at the body, you can see it, you see what it is. You also begin to understand that you, the God, flows through the body. You're not the body. So you flow through it. And you notice these lights, these wheels of lights. And they go right up the spinal column to the top of the head. There's 7. Some beliefs say there's more. Some others say less. But knowing what effect, how you power that body, you flow through it. All the organs, all the emotions, physical and spiritual. You, the God, flows through that body that houses you. So when you see the first wheel of light, the red chakra, the root chakra, this is at the tip of your tailbone. It deals with survival. Money, food. But if you took a group of people, and it's been done so many times, and they rely on each other to survive, and let's say they're in the wilderness. But unfortunately, there are those who will panic and be in fear and usually will lose their bodies. So fear blocks our survival. And then we move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra. And this deals with pleasure, fun, enjoyment. I'm sure you've been in a situation in the course of a day where things were just falling into place and everything was just smooth as silk, and you were in almost a blissful state because it was so wonderful. But yet then the ego mind comes in and says, you can't, you're not going to be able to do this forever. Yeah. It's going to end soon. Enjoy it while you can. And that's guilt that comes in with us. It is guilt that stops our pleasure. And then we move to yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra. This deals with our willpower. And you lose your willpower by guilt. shame. And we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra. It's our ability to love. And it is blocked by grief. If you're in grief, you do not have the ability to love. Then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra. This basically deals with our truth. And it's blocked by lies. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light, third eye chakra. It deals with insight. And it is blocked by illusion. And then we move to the crown chakra. The violet wheel of light deals with our direct connection to the divine, the God within the body. Now, this is blocked by ego attachment. Ego attachment. So you, the God, all of us, flow through these energy vortexes at the top of the head, and we can hold ourselves for a short period of time. We are love, we are God, and we are one. And we can compress and condense ourselves in clear liquid energy. And so when we do that, we pour ourselves over the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is really important to us while we're in these physical forms because when it's fully functional and healthy, it connects us to all the gateways of existence, all the particles of existence. It affords us the opportunity to be many places at one time. So you can view the pineal gland however you choose in your heart, mind's motion picture. I see it as a rosebud, a green ball. And when me, the God, is poured over it in this body, it immediately transforms into a massive fully bloomed rose with multicolored petals, wondrous fragrance. And it shimmers. It sends out these waves of energy and saturates me, head to toe, inside and out. And it's spectacular. Words can't. There aren't really any words to describe it. The highest of the highest high, the deepest eternal love fills my body, saturates, soaks it. And then the deepest of eternal gratitude and peace. And then I discover that the rose is the God within me, and the God within me is the rose. Now these bodies, the heart mind, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the higher self, the soul, the spirit, the God, the pure consciousness, all one. All one. And we are heaven on this earth. The soul is the heaven, the body is the earth. Those of us who are awake know that every step we take, we're creating paradise. And not only that, we've learned to shine our light, which is the God force, love, light, energy within these bodies, outward, 360 degrees, flooding everything, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. But flooding it all of us. Never ending. So if you were to go in the upper sacredness of space outside this planet, you would see that it glowed. So a God planet, paradise that glows. See that in your heart, mind's motion picture. Now, we're parts of each other. Some of the parts of us are asleep. Some of the parts are awake to a certain extent. We reach out to the parts of us that are awake in this meditation. For instance, we call upon all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And yet only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this entire universe with no sacred space to spare. They come in trillions of gigaplexes from trillions of universes. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of the off-orbiters, galactics, celestials, yet only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming a circle of light and complete liberation of this planet. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Albion, and many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in the billions, they are with us now consciously. Call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. And in the billions, they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya. And in the billions, they are with us now consciously. We have the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, and the archetypes, and we have the ascended masters. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Christ, El Moria, Abundancia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. Yet, only those, the archangels and the ascended masters, who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya. Now, the archangels, their civilization and vibrate at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But we do meet them. Not necessarily do I identify them when we're meeting with them, usually afterwards. It just kind of dawns on you. And they bring a message, and it's always the same, but it's delivered in many different ways. And isn't it magna glorious to be alive in these bodies right now? And you understand this, and the bliss then rises up within you. And they can surround any one of us in the tens of thousands because of their vibrational frequency. They can hold a large number in a small area. And if you want them around you, just ask. They'll come in droves. Ascended masters have mastered ascension into physical form out of physical form. Hold pure consciousness God form. We have ascended into physical form to master physical form to create our experiences, to perfect our creation. And they're all with us now, consciously. So we're all gathered arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy, is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. And it continues to intensify. And it continues to expand. We all form a circle of light around the equator of this planet. This light emanates from the God force, love, light, energy within each and every single one of us. It is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 trillion suns to come close to its radiance. And we're flooding this planet with the love that we all are, saturating all of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep, head to toe, inside and out. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. And we don't just do this once in a while. We do it all the time. It's what we are. So we begin to ascend above this planet. As we do, we're met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. Trillions of flashing, multicolored lights everywhere. Now we look at the point of reflection and we see these little tiny microscopic edge mirrors. And then we enter them and we find out that all of us gathered in uncountable numbers, on and off world, hundreds of millions of us, are teachers and students with each other. Everyone that enters your life is a teacher, teaching you something about yourself, about many things. Other times, you're the teacher to others. And we're doing this all the time through this endless journey. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we created it, that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that we've created that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that we've created that reminds us all that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, with a white fire armor. And it's not like the armor that you see with a knight. Way beyond that. It emanates from the God force within us. And it is pure, deep, eternal love. It cannot be violated. No demon attachments, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. Nothing can harm us. Yet, you have the power. You have the power. You have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through hatred, fear, greed, envy, manipulation, dishonesty, stress, you will create a breach in your white fire armor enough to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do choose to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are. No more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we created, that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our highest of the highest high of the purest and deepest eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we've created, that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the trees and the forest. We're the animals. We're the soils. We're the sky, the clouds. We're everything. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise or a starry lit night sky, it is you. You are the beauty. You are the grandeur. You're the divineness. You're everything. So we continue to ascend above this planet. Some of us step outside our physical form and hover effortlessly above them, if we're carrying physical form. And why? Because we can. We all come into perfect view of this massive crystalline light tower. And it's larger than this solar system. And we created it. In the center of the column is this massive oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere is a golden white ball of light. And it is surrounded by multicolored ribbons, rings of light. And the golden white ball of light is sending out. They're all sending out these pulse waves of pure energy that saturate, bathe, shower us all, inside and out, head to toe. The golden white ball of light is the highest of the highest high of the deepest pure eternal love. Then comes the highest of the highest high of the purest of the deepest eternal gratitude. And then comes well-being, peace, prosperity, abundance, great wealth, joy, tranquility, benevolence. It's endless. And then we discover that it is us. It is the gods within each and every single one of us. And this planet is being flooded with the highest of the highest high of the deepest, purest, eternal love light energy. And then we look at the top where we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees. It's just doing right now. There is no end to the love that is saturating this planet. It doesn't go away. It stays. All of us are drops of this golden ocean. We hold the essence of this golden ocean. The golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean. And the only illusion is separation. Now we see our meditative sphere. It sets center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds nearly 1,500 of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of us here, every day, over 3 years, hundreds of millions of us on and off world. We are shifting the vibrational frequency of this planet in all life into a higher and higher and higher vibrational frequency. And along the way, many of us are awakening. And for the first time discovering of who and what we are. Pure, deep, eternal love. God, force, love, light, energy. Within all these bodies. And this is why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify. And this is why it continues to expand. There is no argue. None whatsoever. Learn to be alone and to allow wisdom to surface in you. You will be in the world, but not of the world. You will have the capacity to see what is right and what is wrong. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. Personality is a very thin mask given to the individual by society. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here July 4th, Sunday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.